5 brutal facts about daily life in the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages were a time of great hardship and misery for most people. Here are 5 facts about daily life that you didn't know. Welcome to my channel. Number 5. You couldn't go to sleep without getting eaten alive. While today, we enjoy the comfort of bug nets and air conditioning. Back then, people had to deal with creepy crawlies and the heat. To make matters worse, many commoners shared their beds with livestock, such as cows, pigs, and sheep. And don't forget about the fleas and lice that spread diseases like the plague. The only upside was that if you had a pet dog, it would keep you warm at night, but also eat your homework. Number 4. Life was dangerous. If you weren't eaten alive by a wild animal or a freak disease, there was always the chance that your neighbor would end up killing you. Back then, people believed that it was perfectly fine to kill others in self-defense, and they took that phrase pretty literally. They believed that anyone who threw the first punch was defending themselves against a potential attack. So if someone looked at you the wrong way, you could beat them up or even kill them and get away with it. Now, that's a bit unnerving. Number 3. Public bathrooms were non-existent. Back in the Middle Ages, indoor plumbing wasn't a thing, so people would just relieve themselves anywhere they pleased. The urine was often used to clean the streets, while the feces was used to clean the floors. Now, this practice might have kept things sanitary, since urine contains both ammonia and other chemicals that kill bacteria, but it sure as hell made things smell. To make matters worse, people would store their food in the same room that they did their business. So you can imagine what a feast might have tasted like. Number 2. People were routinely tortured. During the Middle Ages, torture was a regular occurrence. It was used to punish people for crimes, but also to extract confessions, and sometimes for pure entertainment. The most common form of torture was the use of water, where a person would be tied up and submerged underwater for a prolonged period of time. Other methods included being hung upside down, having your skin flayed with whips, or being left out in the sun for days on end. All in all, it was a pretty brutal time to be alive. Number 1. Women couldn't own property. In medieval Europe, women were considered to be the property of their fathers or husbands. Upon getting married, a woman's possessions became the property of her husband. This meant that women were financially dependent on men and had very little control over their own lives. However, there was one small loophole. If a woman owned a farm or a business, she could pass those assets down to her children. But if she died, her husband had the right to take over the farm, and the children became his property. Thanks for watching. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.